Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. This evening I'm super excited to be at Toby Marlow and Lucy Moss's brand new musical Why Am I So Single at the Garrick Theatre in London's West End. Let's go! Hello, hello, hello. Good, thank you. Just getting, look at all these lovely. Switches quite quickly. Here we go. Didn't even have a second. There we go. Bingo. So hi, Sarah. Musical theatre musings. We love her. There we go.
She got some like how much of my TikTok? It's on there.
The pre-show playlist here pops off. They played Single, Natasha Bedingfield, they played Girls Night Out, Charlie XCX, and now they're playing, I think it's Nicole Scherzinger, I Don't Need a Man to Make It Happen. Box. If the pre-show playlist is anything like the show, I'm gonna love it. Here we go. Just had to. Can't wait. So I just got back from seeing Why Am I So Single at the Garrick Theatre. First of all, I want to say I feel so seen. Beautiful story about friendship and love and that very strong, deep relationship between them both. Lisa and Joe Foster are absolutely outstanding in this. Their voices are amazing and the music is fantastic and they just play the characters so well. Also, Noah is amazing as well, who's also in this and has a few numbers. Just really enjoyed the show overall. I do feel like Act 1, they could cut a lot more. It's a very long Act 1, but Act 2, it really steps up a level. So these are kind of just things that I noted down, but 3 of my favourite songs are Why Am I So Single, 8 Dates and Just In Case. All incredible songs, and obviously they've released them, which makes so much sense because they are great songs in the show. I also love Noah's song about dating. In the first act they use tap dance to demo typing on an iPhone, so the sound of an iPhone clicking is the sound of them tap dancing, which was genius. There was also a song about meet on dating apps. I'm just going to look at the song list, but that was quite relatable. I just thought, like, you know, what happened to your old traditional dating where you'd meet people in a bar or in a club? Now it's all about meeting people on a dating app, and it's like shopping for who you want. Like a piece of meat is essentially what they were saying, which is kind of true. It's called Meat Market, but it's M-E-E-T, not physical meat. But in my opinion, it kind of was insinuating meat because of the red lighting and the shopping baskets. That's just how I interpreted it. yeah, and Just In Case was a brilliant end to Act 1. Well, it was almost the end. There was an interlude before the end of Act 1, but Just In Case was phenomenal. Lisa was amazing at performing it. And then there are a lot of Oliver jokes and references, because obviously they're both called Oliver and Nancy, and Oliver the musical is their favourite in their friendship group. They also have a song about I Got Off the Plane, which is a Ross and Rachel reference from Friends. I think the concept of the friendship and the relationship in Friends makes sense, but got to admit, I've only watched a few seasons of Friends, and I understand that we get invested in Rachel and Ross's relationship, but the song for me, I thought it was the one that I think they could take out and you wouldn't miss it. But I understand the concept of I Got Off the Plane, especially towards the end. A little bit of spoiler there. Anyway, I also loved that their agent was called Faye Jin. That was quite funny. And one of the restaurants they visited was also, I think it was Olive Twist or something. But yeah, I think that I really enjoyed that the whole ensemble were involved throughout. They played different objects in the living room, which was kind of cool too. But there were just some really, really standout moments, and they were all hilarious. I loved the way they did the dating and the swiping with the different windows and the different lights. The lighting and set design was really, really impressive. And I especially loved that you could see the band at all times when you're watching, a bit like Six at the back of the stage. Disco Ball in Act 2 was phenomenal. It's all about being yourself and standing out, and that's what made me feel really seen. But there's one song that's about grief and loss that's sung by Lisa. Sat down with Joe, and that blew me away. I was fully sobbing my little eyes out. Very, 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 very emotional number, and I think that's what made Act 2 so special. Then they had another bop, which was Men Are Trash, which is super fun. But I also loved how inclusive and diverse the casting was in this. But you cannot, and I say this, cannot compare it to Six. It's like Popstar's second album. This is their second musical, entirely new concept, entirely new story. So if you're reading reviews where people are comparing it to Six, throw that review away, because you cannot compare this to Six. I will say that Act 1 is a slow grower. Act 2 is amazing, and I fell in love with it. I cried so much, and it makes me emotional thinking about it now. And it just feels like a lovely comfort show. But also, the most important thing for me was the discussions of pronouns and discovering yourself, and also being yourself. And you know I love to always say, always be happy to be yourself. Well, this show is exactly that. So check out Why Am I So Single? It's a big fancy new musical running at the Garrick Theatre until February 2025. I adored it, I loved it, and I highly recommend it. But as I said, stay for Act 2, it gets really, really special. Fantastic show all round. And a great night out at the theatre, so many bops. Felt like I was clubbing at points. I love pop music, as you know, so if you love pop music, if you love Toby and Lucy's work, then you will love Why Am I So Single? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoy this, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.